I'm Lee and welcome to my channel. And this video is titled In the Mind of a Narcissist. Now, first off, definitely check out my other videos because there's a whole lot of backstory with this and with narcissistic behavior. So when he told me this, first off, he told me this when he was trying to get back into my good graces, because I didn't find out even about this until years later. So, in the mind of a narcissist. So, when he said this, and when he said many of things, it made me question and say, is he that dumb, that delusional, or that arrogant? Like, what you're saying to me, do you really believe what you're saying? Or do you think, oh, well, I'll just tell her whatever. She'll believe whatever. But I'm starting to think, okay, well, no, I mean, I tend to think that he believes his this delusion, this fantasy. Okay. So he is, and I swear, the textbook definition of a narcissist. So I saw something that I thought coincides with this video about a narcissist. Okay, the primary narcissist supply. And also a really good person on YouTube to check out. She's a doctor who specializes in narcissistic behavior, is Dr. Romani. Oh, her videos are excellent, so check that out. So this definitely coincides with this video. Okay, the primary narcissistic supply. The primary narcissistic supply is attention in both its public forms: fame, notoriety, infamy, celebrity, and its private interpersonal forms: adoration, applause, fear, repulsion. It is important to understand that attention of any kind, positive or negative, constitutes primary narcissistic supply. And I'm just going to stop right there for a second because that is so true. I have many more videos on how, yeah. If only this would have been information to me years ago. Infamy is sought after as fame. Being notorious is as good as being re-owned. To the narcissist, his achievements can be imaginary, fictitious, or only apparent as long as others believe in them. Appearances count more than substance. What matters is not the truth, but its perception. Okay. So I mentioned in previous videos, he is huge on social media. Huge. Facebook, that's his thing. Putting it all out there. And I mean everything. You can go on there and find out just everything. So I actually found this out maybe a year or so ago. He claims he told me when we were together, and I don't think so. So how this came about, I don't even know. He was trying to get back into my good graces, so I'm just giving him 20 questions, right? And this one girl that I mentioned in previous videos, that she and I, actually all of us were friends at one point. I chose not to be friends with her any longer because she was just a drunk. She was a drunk, and I was trying to get away from that lifestyle. And he just couldn't understand why I wanted to get away from that, because he's still out doing the same thing. So he has a 9-to-5 job. He has a day job. But one of the things that he I guess his passion is music. performing. Okay. And so I guess he had a chance to make it big like years and years ago. I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know. So something happened to where they were this close to making it big and they didn't. Okay. So I've seen him play. Well, first off, I mean, we're not playing at the Four Seasons, we are playing in the dingiest, smokiest dive bars that is kind of sketchy and I don't even want to go into, and I've been to some really sketchy places in my day. And so I've heard him play. And at the time, I was the supportive girlfriend going and watching him play. And I mean, honestly, in my personal opinion, if you've seen one crappy cover band, honey, you've seen them all. Okay. But in his eyes, he's a rock star. So I'm like, okay, it's your dream. I support it. Okay. So he also has gotten local gigs to sing the national anthem at uh, at the hockey games, national baseball leagues. So he claims he said this to me. He claims he told me, and I don't think so. So I found out, and this was when he and I lived together. So this was probably, I don't know, about 4 or 5 years ago. He took this girl that he wants to bang, who's young enough to be his daughter, because I saw the messages that he left on her page. Go watch that video. Took her with his children. Took her with his children to a baseball game because he was singing the anthem. First, he tried to say, "Oh, well, I didn't want to go alone." You're going with your kids. So I was just so hurt. I was so upset. It just crushed me because they are not just quote friends, because when you're friends you tell your significant other about things. And plus he wants to bang this girl. Okay, so this is what he tells me. He said, well, I needed a public persona and a private persona. What? Well, you don't ever want to go to these places with me. Hold up. I don't want to go to these crappy, dingy, smoky dive bars to where it's really freaking sketchy outside. And no, I don't want to be in that type of environment. No. Did you ask me to go to a baseball game with you while you sing the anthem? No, you didn't. He swears up and down he did. I really don't. It was so long ago, but I don't think so. So he said he needed to upkeep his public persona. So he needed to be seen out with uh, dates or someone to escort him. I don't know. But I'm like, you are not Tommy Lee. You are not this super rock star. What public persona are you talking about? I'm sorry, what? What public persona are you talking about? So he says this to me, and I say just that. But in his mind, he is Tommy Lee, circa 1983 Motley Crue. He is that, in his mind, he is that rock star. Which, okay, fine, but you that just had me just livid, and I'm sorry. So narcissistic's mind, yeah, they are that delusional. That delusional. So just thought I would share that story with you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this content and want to see more, please consider subscribing. Thank you. See ya.